the things to look positive about is they did have, I think everybody was back at practice yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a positive because they're going to need them.
Yep.
This team, without Frank Ragnow at the center, is a different football team. And Glasgow was okay. I don't mind I love Glasgow as a backup center. I think it's great. And I love Glasgow as a starting right guard. I think he's okay. But when you look down that line and when you take a guy out and then you're putting other guys in and see how quickly it downgrades. Like left guard, Jonah Jackson's really good. Taylor Decker at left tackle is good. I think Jonah Jackson might be top half of the league in terms of left guard. I would guess that Taylor Decker is probably in the early 20s for left tackles. Maybe he's higher than that. I don't know, but I think he's just barely into the second half, but he's good. You look at right tackle, Penei Sewell, maybe top 3 right tackles in the game. You look at your center, and he might be top 3 center in the game. And right guard, Glasgow is probably I would guess in the 20s, somewhere in there, right? But he's good at right guard. But when you take that top 3 center out and you slide in Glasgow, though I think Glasgow is an admirable backup, now that Glasgow is the starting center, or when he has to become the starting center, your top 3 becomes in the 30s, right? And that's a big drop-off. And then you move your right guard to play that center. So you move a guy who's in the 20s, and then the guy you bring in, well, let's see, Vaitai was there first. It wasn't much of a drop-off. But then they've tried, Skipper and Sorsdahl and others, and now they've got Coyotes there. And I'm sorry, but that next guy who's playing right guard is what, in the 70s? When you think about it? Think about what a massive drop-off in talent that is, and that's going to hurt. Now, in the running game, they were still able to run the ball against the Bears, and that's great. And it's a testament to those guys in run-blocking ability and also the running backs that can actually get going. But in the passing game, that's where you feel it because the drop-off in center helping to make the protection calls is big, and we've seen the games where Ragnow's not there, that Jared Goff's under more duress. And it feels like he's been under a lot of duress this year. Maybe he hasn't been sacked a ton, but he's been hit and hurried more than enough. So that's a problem I see there. But if Ragnow comes back this week, and it looks like he will, I'll feel better about the injuries thing. They do run the ball effectively. That cannot go unnoticed. This is a team that runs the ball better this year than they did last year. And it's nice to have those 2 guys back there. I like how they use the tight end, although it looked like the Bears just said, well, we're going to take Sam Laporta out of the equation, and they did. Need to find a way to get him back into it. The team has shown the propensity to come up with some big stops when they need to, although against the Bears on a very important 4th down, they committed 2 major mistakes on the same play. But the thing that is here the most is, even though you just said that the 4 games left are against winning teams, now, I do think it's a favorable schedule. Now, it's not like taking on Carolina and the Giants and whatever, right? Mm-hmm. But it's 2 games against a Minnesota team that, as King said, is going on their 3rd or 4th string quarterback, or their 4th string quarterback. And he's fine. He's okay. But he's not somebody that you're going to say going to go out and win a couple games and lead the Vikings to the playoffs. The Lions should win those games. They need to win those games. They have to win those games. The game Saturday night feels like it's must win. It's must win not because the team has to win to get in the playoffs. It's must win for the sanity of the fan base. And frankly, for the well-being of the team that's playing itself. Because they need to get back to a good feeling of winning the game and not just go out there and win it 27-24 with a late stop or a last-second field goal. No. They need to go out and win this game like 34-10. Just go out and blow them out.